Hello and welcome to PTE Tube. This is Dr. Muzakir Ahmad Khan. In this session, I'll be taking you through fill in the blanks and I'll be explaining to you as how to solve this particular session. And it is believed that this particular task to be the backbone of reading session. In the sense, if our performance is quite well in this particular task, then we can expect good result out of it. Okay. Hence, I'll be discussing 4 questions which have recently appeared in a real PTE exam. And what will I do is you will see a question onto the screen. You can pause the video and solve on your own. And then resume the video and see as how I solve so that you get an idea. There are a number of ways how we can solve this particular task, which includes grammatical method, and context based method, as well as by the usage of collocations. It all depends on the type of questions. It varies. Okay, a lot of practice is required for you to get accustomed to the ways that has to be followed in order to solve these fill up the blanks and this session effectively. So before we get started, I would definitely request you all to subscribe to our channel by clicking a button that you see below the video. And those who have already done this, I'm very much thankful to you. Yeah, now let's get started. Once we move on, you see the first question. Pause the video and solve it on your own. Then you can just resume and see as how I solve the things. So I will start solving it. Secondary school can be a lonely place for whom? For somebody, right? After the word for, what comes? We have already used this word in all our in our schooling, in all our education level, even in conversation. After for, something comes. Okay, what is it? Something that is related to school. So we'll just have a look at those kind of words. Grown-ups, for grown-ups, for assumptive can't come. Adolescents, yes. Adolescents matches the best. We'll again have a look at other options as well. So nothing goes over there. Hence, the answer for the first fill up is adolescent. And then adolescent moves to over there, who do not have a best friend or a group of friends. Okay, you will have to pay attention at the word or, who do not have best friend or a group of friends, plural, and this is noun, and before a noun this is a description of what kind of friends we have. So I need to have a word which describes me the kind of friends. Assertive friends, grown-up friends, assumptive friends, apathetic friends, trusted friends, honest friends. So all this holds good over here. Okay, there are many options which can fit in the second blank. So we'll not finalize the things in such scenarios. We'll move on. Young people who will be more skilled in the art of making, who are more skilled, you will have to pay attention at such kind of words. Okay, young people who will be more skilled in the art of making friends, if they know how, if they know how to, if they know how to be. Okay, like this you will have to retrieve the things into your own. How to be dash, how to be. So some people will make good friends, genuine friends, if they know how to be. How to be, what word could fit in there? How to be trusted? No. How to be honest? No. How to be apathetic? No. Assumptive? Assumptive? How to be assumptive? Okay. But what fits in best is assertive. If they are very cautious, then they'll make very good friends. So assertive is gone. Are optimistic about life and have some dash social skills, and have some social skills, and have some social skills. What kind of social skills? So what are you supposed to do is either side of the blank you will have to focus on the words some sort of social skills. Okay, what sort of social skills? Grown up skills? No. Assumptive fits fine but not best. Apathetic? No. Trusted social skills? That can't come. Honest skills? No. Yeah, what fits in best over there from all of the available option is Best basic social skills. Basic is describing as what level of social skills are required. So basic is adjective, isn't it? What kind of social skills? Basic social skills. It is describing as what level of social skills are required. So basic. And have a relationship with a parent that includes dash talk, that includes dash talk. It is a kind of collocation that includes grown up talk, no, assumptive talk, no, apathetic, no, trusted talk, no, royal talk, no. What goes over there best is honest. Hence, honest fit in. And now we are left out with this particular blank, or a group of trusted friends, isn't it? There were many options which used to fit in best over here. Since there were many, we left it blank and move on to the others. So we did everything, and what's left out, we just allotted to that. So the answers are these: adolescents, trusted, assertive, basic, and honest. I hope you might have all got these answers to be the same. We'll move on to the next. The question is here. You can pause the video and solve it on your own. On the day of examination, okay, you please pause the video, solve on your own. Now you can listen to the instructions. On the day of examination, you need not read word by word. Instead, you can just simply skim and over this, scan this thing. In 2001, he received this award, and in 2003, he received this award from American Society for Microbiology. Mike's research. Also, I will say you one grammatical thing. There is an apostrophe here, and after apostrophe, always a noun comes. Okay, Mike's research. Mike's research is dash on, dash on, dash on. Before on, ed word comes. Okay, that's the hint over here. Mike's research is dash on bacteria, dash on focused. Yes, that's possible. Focused, ed word, focused. The other one is separated, ed. Yes, but this doesn't suit over here. What goes best, even from the context based, is Mike's research is focused on bacteria that inhabit. So here it's better if you know the meaning of inhabit, in the sense who get accustomed, who live in a particular space. Bacteria that inhabit dash environments, and environment is a noun, and what kind of environment is adjective. Adjective has to come here. Okay, on bacteria that inhabit dash environments. What kind of environments? Interest, no, interest is not describing what kind of environments. Extreme, yes, extreme is possible. Journey, no. Treatise, no. Separated, no. Profits, no. Treaty, no. Journal, no. Moderate. So either moderate or extreme. But here, bacteria, they are in always in extreme conditions. Okay, so extreme fits fine over there. Extreme. We'll move on. He has studied the microbiology of permanently ice-covered lakes in Valley, Antarctica. In addition to his research papers, he has edited a major dash on. He has edited something. Edited. We all know the meaning of editing, isn't it? Editing a note, editing an article, editing a paper. So whatever. So he has edited a major dash on phototrophic bacteria. He has edited what? A paper. He has edited interest, no. Journey, no. Treatise, okay. Separated, no. Profits, no. Treaty, no. Treaty is also okay. Journal and moderate. So what should come over here? It could be treatise. It could be journal. So these are the situations wherein more than one can fit in best. So in those scenarios, we can leave it blank and we'll move on. And served for over a decade as a chief of editor of the. He has served as chief editor of the Dash archives. He has served as the chief of editor. We know editor will always be responsible of a newspaper or an article. Chief of editor of the journal alone. What goes best is editor of the journal. Okay, hence journal gone over there. And onto this fill-up, only two things matched best, either treatise or journal. Since there were two things, we left the third fill-up and we move on to the four. To the four, what best matched was journal. Hence, we are left out with treatise. So treatise has to go here. Fine. Okay. He currently serves on the editorial board of Environmental Microbiology. Mike's, again apostrophe, Mike's non-scientific dash include his, okay, some kind of belongingness. Mike's something, Mike's something include these things. Okay, not singular. These include forestry, reading, and caring. So, since there are multiple things, it has to come to our mind that something plural has to come over here. Okay, interests. Okay, it cannot be journey. It cannot be treatise. Treatise already gone. Separated can't come there. Profits. There are two words with S, either interests or profits. But profits include no. Mike's profits, no. Mike's interests include in these three things, that is forestry, reading, and caring. Got it? I hope you might have understood as how and what are the various things to be taken consideration of and then solve the things. Yeah, we'll move on. Here is the third question. You can take your own time, solve the things, and once you are done, you can just resume my video and keep watching. Over the years, to increase many countries, so it is something related to the trade. First sentence, you will always have to go through the first sentence, because this first sentence most of the times will be the introductory sentence that will give us the, it will be a topic sentence, give us the information about the rest of the paragraph. It is something related to trade. Many countries have created free trade agreements in countries under the framework of general agreement on tariffs. Tariffs, you need to be knowing the meaning of tariff. Even if you don't know, not a big deal, but still, agreement on tariffs and trade of World Trade Organization. Okay, based on the agreements and trade and World Trade Organization, countries opened up their borders and agreed to. Here, very important thing to make a note of is the word TO2. In 98% of cases, after the word to, okay, we get a word here that is whose nature is verb, verb, verb in nature. To verb, to do, to play, okay, to go, to eat, to a verb in a base form. So what is the base form here? Ed is not a base form. Remove is a simple verb that is in base form, root form, remove, not removed. Okay, there is only one base form, that is remove. They agreed to remove. There is only one. You need not even go through and have a look at other options. Agreed to remove trade barriers, which saw emergence trade. Okay, so there was some treaty based on which they have decided to remove the barriers. Just have that context into your mind. For example, now they are, after an explanation, they are giving an example. This is a perfect paragraph. These ways, you can. This will help us a lot in summarizing the things. Okay, for first explanation will be given, then example will be shared with you. For example, the United States, Mexico, and Canada signed a treaty. They signed an agreement which ultimately, ultimately the word ly, okay, it is an adverb. After an adverb, always a verb comes, correct? Having this in mind, this will ease my process of finding out a right answer. Which ultimately, which ultimately verb? What are the verbs here? Allowed. Allowed is a word. Evacuate. Okay. Removed. Forced. Used. So which ultimately there were some barriers. Along with the grammar, you also need to understand the gist of the paragraph. There were some barriers. After the agreement, those barriers were a verb. A verb has to come, but the verb which matches the context were removed. And then all tariffs were removed between these three nations. This globalization, this again allowed globalization. Evacuate globalization, it doesn't go well. Forced globalization, no. Used, no. So what matches best is allowed. All right. So the first one is, since I have the word to, it is a verb in the base form, that is remove. Removed, allowed. Here is the fourth question. You have to fill up the blanks over here. You can just go through, take your own time. I hope you might have understood and you might have seen me how I solved the three fill up the blanks. Try to solve in a similar way, taking into consideration the word type, whether the fill up to be noun, pronoun, verb, or verb in which form, and also taking the context into consideration. Try solving the things. Okay, I will continue. Conflict, most of us are ed word has to come over here. By understanding the previous things before that of the blank, we get to know that conflict, most of us are dash off. It can be ing as well, but since I have off, it is from collocation. Before off, ed word most of the times comes. Routine ed word, damaged. Conflict, most of us damaged. Culminated, no. This could be, but that doesn't go well. The next word I have is scared. Conflict, we know what conflict. Okay, it kind of, it could be war. Most of us are scared of. Yes, this goes well. Scared of. Most of us are scared of conflict and avoid it, isn't it? We avoid it. We are scared and we avoid it if we can. And there is the word a always comes before a noun. Okay, adjective. A is an adjective. It comes before an noun, and there is a dash to expressing a noun. Routine, rain, damage. No, damage is not a noun. Culminated, not a noun. Real, okay. Reminiscent, no. Express, risk. And there is a risk of expressing. Risk matches the best. There is a real of expressing. There is a routine to expressing, no. What matches best among the nouns is the risk. The risk to expressing. If we express, there is a risk. There is a possibility of having a risk, is what it means. So risk goes best. If the working through, if the working through involves harsh words and name calling, people feel deeply hurt. And relationships can be, by doing something, there is a possibility of getting hurt getting hurt, and relationships can be. You can just have a look at these kind of words. Okay, we have the word or, like or in the previous question. Here we have and. So the fill-up will be somewhat in relation to deeply hurt. People feel deeply hurt, and relations can be. I need to look at a word which is near to it. Relations can be routine, no. Relations can be no. Relations can be damaged, possible. Relation can be culminated, no. The word nature is ed, but culminated doesn't go well. Reminiscent, no. What goes well here is can be damaged, can be hurt and damage is near to each other. Okay, some group members may be afraid that if they really their anger, if they really do something, if they do, verb has to come here. If they don't look at the word really. If they do their anger, if they routine, no. If they no. If they culminated, no. If they express their anger, yeah, that goes well. That is a collocation as well. If they express their anger, they may go out of control and become violent. Yeah, express. Or they may do this. These fears can be very, it is expressing the quantity, very little. Okay. These fears can be very, and also you need to focus on the word and as well. It is again somewhere near to the experience. These fears can be very and experience. Very routine, no. Fears can be reminiscent, culminated, no. Fears can be real. Fears can be real and based on experience. Got it? Yeah, this is the end. I'd like to give a bit of conclusion over here. You might have seen me how I solved. I also took help of grammar, collocation. Okay. I would also like to mention that grammar doesn't always work here. Grammar, most importantly, collocations. And above that, it is the context. Keep in mind that grammar will not always help here, because all fill up the blanks are not grammatically arranged. Not all the times. Many of the times, yes, but in some cases, they are not grammatically arranged. Collocation always works. And one thing that helps us is either side of the blank, what are you supposed to do is read the words and try to understand the concept or the meaning of the sentence. That will give you the gist, and also selection of the words becomes easy. And then context of the sentence is very important. Above all, the most important parameter here is you are not supposed to invest more than 2.5 minutes for each of the blank. No, not more than 2.5 minutes. Max to max 30 in worst case, but not more than. It's preferable not to spend more than 2.5 minutes on a single fill up the blank. And all these things that I discussed, that comes after practice. You cannot make a note and just figure out what is an among the fill up the blanks, among the paragraph, which word is adjective, which word is what. It's not an easy job. That comes after a lot of practice. Few grammatical things are these are the articles which always precedes a noun. Before the noun, these things come. Okay. Verb, it is always after the word to. You will have a verb in a base form, and there are three forms of verbs, that is v1, v2, and v3. Adjective, what is an adjective? Adjective always describes a noun which comes before a noun most of the cases, and it is also possible that a adjective can come after a noun as well. An adverb describes a verb, and it can describe an adjective, or it can add some information to the adverb itself. And most of the times you can identify an adverb by looking at the last two alphabets, that is ly and collocations. Yeah, these are again some additional things which you can find in detail in my other videos. That's it for today. I hope that this session might have given you a little concept of a little idea of how fill up the blanks are solved, and or how, if at all, if solving this way would really help us a lot. You might have got a brief idea about it. And before winding up this video, I request you all to subscribe to our channel. I hope that you might have subscribed by now. And please do share our videos with your friends and relatives as well. And at the end, I would also mention that since practice is required, without practice, we don't get used to the things, especially collocations. And collocations, we learn the things only with practice. Okay, it's not that I first learn all the collocations, I first learn all the grammatical thing, then I move on to solving a fill up the blank. That doesn't work. You are supposed to learn with practice, in the sense while you are practicing, you are supposed to learn the things. That is much effective way than the other way. And if at all, if anybody is looking for undergoing coaching with us, they can contact us on the below details. This is for you. Thank you. Bye. And keep watching our videos. Take care.